Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today's reading has just two piles, but it is something that I was called to do, and it's about a decision that you need to make. All right, so you would have got it already from the thumbnail as to what this reading is about, but I'm just going to explain how it is, because I can't really explain the whole thing on the title. How can you stay strong while making the decision as well as actually making the decision? So we are going to take out 3 cards for you, which will tell you what you need to know about the decision and what do you need to know about yourself, as well as what you need to know about your environment wherein you're making this decision. All right, something that you don't see. Obviously, what's obvious you already know. Some of you may be intuitive and have already picked this up, so then take this as an added confirmation. After we see these 3 questions in the form of 3 oracle cards, then we're going to take out a set of more questions as far as the whole thing is concerned, and this is from tarot. So we're going to look at how can you stay grounded while making the decision. Why do you need this? Why do you feel that this decision needs to be made right now? What is the most positive outcome you can expect from this decision? And thereafter is the crucial part. When we finish these questions, I will be talking about this path A and path B. So before you actually listen to that portion of the reading, in your mind, you should have already decided what is path A and what is path B. All right? So once you've already determined that for that particular thing, then you choose that pile and you watch for pile A and B. Don't see it and then change, because then it won't be authentic. All right. So thereafter, we're going to see what do you need to know about path A, and if you choose path A, what is the first 3 months going to look like? And the same thing we'll do for B, as what you need to know about path B and what will it look like within 3 months after you choose B. And the last question will be, what action can you take to align yourself with the highest good to make that choice? All right. And thereafter, I have few more oracle cards which I have shuffled as advice for you. So the oracles are pre-shuffled and we will be live shuffling the tarot. And that's why I've just kept 2 piles, because it may be, there are a lot of cards and it may take a long while, and I wanted to bring this reading out for you. All right. And surprisingly, as I was reaching out for the crystals for you to choose from, Spirit refused to let me take a crystal today. No crystal was okay. And I was called to take this key here and a cell. And I was wondering why. This is such a vague choice of something to choose your pile. But then I realized what this meant. Pile number 1 is the Star Spinner Tarot, or this lovely key. And pile number 2 is the Unfolding Path Tarot, or this AAA CELL. All right. So for those of you who've already chosen the pile, do head to it. The timestamps are given below. And those of you who need a meditation for this, let's begin. Sit with your spine erect, your palms open facing upward. Gently shut your eyes. Take in a deep breath slowly. Hold. Center yourself and get your focus between your eyebrows. Connect with your intuition, knowing that it will show you the way forward. Gently breathe out. Open your eyes, and whichever pile you're drawn to, that is your pile. All right. So now we will begin with pile number 1. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. We will put that key here. You've chosen the key. I feel a lot of you may be fixed signs, doesn't have to be, but you really like, or you may be, feminine signs, water signs, and earth signs. You take pride in your tradition. You don't like, things to change very easily. And you feel that there is a lot of, it's you just feel that if there's something that's time tested, it's useless to go against the grain just for the sake of it. That's what I get with this key. Now, I have shuffled all of this, and these are your advice cards. I'll keep it aside. We'll look at it at the end of this tarot reading. Right now, the first 3 questions that you needed to know. What do you need to know about this decision? And you get the comic. What do you need to know about yourself? And you get the poet, as well as the student, and both are light attributes. And what do you need to know about your environment? And you get mice. 23 could be significant, or the number 5. Now I'm going to be reading out this comic. All right, what do you need to know about your decision? Here is the comic. The comic, the joker, the clown, the fool. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there is always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus, within the comic is usually the sage or the magician working healing magic upon the audience who will lend a ear. The comic may be an archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time. When light, hilarious, ingenious, spirited, easygoing, and when dark, sarcastic, harsh, brooding, and drunk. All right. Now, what do you need to know about this decision? And what I pick up from this card and whatever we've read so far is that you have this ability to show things are funny when actually you're going through a lot of pain. With the comic here, I feel pile number 1. What you need to know about this decision is that it is going to be an important one. And while you usually take on a lot of responsibility and people are not even aware of it because you do it in a very easygoing way, this decision is something I believe you need to actually go within and follow your heart. All right? This decision is not to make people happy, not for the larger good, but this decision is something that is very possibly crucial for you at this time. And maybe people might talk you out of this decision or what your heart wants. And you usually, accept anything that comes your way. Despite the pain, others don't see it because you make jokes, you keep it happy. You are a genius and you are an empath. But this particular decision, what I feel is that if you do not take this decision following your heart, then you will be doing yourself a great disservice, is what I feel. All right. Now, see, there are no right or wrong decisions because in this journey of life, we are exactly where we are meant to be. So if you choose A, but you follow your head, and choosing B is following your heart. just say it's an example. If in this lifetime, Spirit wants you to go from this point to that point, and A will take you like this, and maybe B will take you faster. So that is the only difference between choosing with your head and your heart. With the head, there may be a little more obstacles, a longer way before you reach there. With your heart, you will reach there faster. And it's not to say that there won't be obstacles in this path, but because it's your heart that you're following, you won't feel it, because you'll just find it in you to do it because your heart really calls towards that direction. All right, so this is what you need to keep in mind. So there is no pressure on the decision, but this decision is an important one. So with this comic here, you may have a tendency to look at everyone's emotions. You want to make everyone happy, and you take on things that you can do without. But in this case, you're being told to actually follow your heart. All right, what do you need to know about yourself? You get poet, and we've got light attributes, because I shuffled for anything to come out, and my deck has both light and shade, but both the light cards have come out for you. So light attributed expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Yes, along with this comic card again, you are extremely wise, extremely witty, and very sharp. And you may also have an interest in poetry, which is pretty literal. But other than that, what you say, it may sound funny to people, but if someone really gets you, they would know that there's a lot more depth in what you're saying, but people don't see it just because your expressions and the way you say it is so casual, or you just drop it like that as though it's no big deal, that people just laugh at face value. What they hear is just a joke, and they laugh. But there is a lot more depth to what you have to say, is what I feel. All right. And with student, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Exactly. You are a genius. You are very bright, very intelligent, and more than anything, you're very wise. And it's because you love learning. For you, knowledge is something that you don't gain just to show how bright you are and to flaunt what you know, but you genuinely like to seek. You are the beautiful seeker that we talk about. All right, you continue to grow, you want to learn, you're just curious about life, and so you have a lot of wisdom, which is why you don't take yourself or life so seriously, which is beautiful. So you need to know that you're just going great. Pile number one, the way you are is wonderful, but this decision may actually teach you a lot more, which you need to learn during this time. And so do follow your heart when you're making this decision. And what's the environment going to be like? Just as I predicted, with this mice card here and 23, there is going to be a lot of discord with your family and friends, because they will not agree. Most probably they will not agree, or they will make fun of the decision that you make following your heart. And if they are family members, they may try and coercing you, either by brainwashing you or with emotional blackmail, to try and follow your head, because that's a safer route. That's whatever, they will give you all logical points which point in that direction, but you need to choose following your heart, because this is going to be very crucial for you. All right, and this is what is coming very strongly. So now if this portion resonated, wherein you feel that you are this person and this is how things are as I've described it so far, then you can stay, otherwise choose the other pile. All right, now we'll talk about the decision in itself. Before I place them in the way I want to place them, I'll just pull out 8 cards. All right. Or should I keep this open? Oh, not this. What's this, my lord? How can you stay grounded while making this decision? Why do you feel the need to make this decision at this time? What's the most positive outcome that you can get, if you make this decision at this time? What you need to know about. Now, this is where, after I reveal this next portion is part A and B, all right? So when we take out A, please make sure before you take out before I open these cards, you make the choice as to what your A is and what your B is. Now, it's absolutely okay if you know what you want actually, but you just want to hear the top part, then you don't have to follow through. But if you want to hear the whole thing, it is advisable that you have an A and B already in your mind, all right? So what do you need to know about part A, and what will you experience within 3 months of choosing choice A, and what you need to know about part B? You get 2 cards. And what will you experience within 3 months of choosing path B? And last but not the least, what action should you take to align yourself with the highest good to make this choice? All right, bottom of the deck energy, you get the Queen of Cups in reverse. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, I feel that you need to be absolutely self-indulgent while making this choice. In the sense that, as I said for this card, it's not about the people around you, it's about you. So you have to be focused on your heart and what your heart wants. So even if the whole world is against you, you are to be very kind to yourself. You are going to be your best friend, your biggest cheerleader, and you are the only one who's going to stay the course with whatever decision you make in your life. All right? So it's very imperative that you're kind to yourself. You take time to think things through. And even if you come across whatever blockages it is, and there are going to be difficulties in every area of our lives, all right? And there is nothing that we can't find a solution for. If there is a problem, I guarantee you there's a solution. And the period of our getting anxious is only because we haven't found the solution. That's a lesson learned, and we move on to the next. So both paths will have challenges. As I said in the beginning, follow your heart and only think about yourself while making this decision and what your heart wants, not what the whole world wants. All right? All right. So first card we're going to take out is, how can you stay grounded while making this decision? And you get the Six of Wands. You are being told to be this confident person. You may not feel it at that time. The only reason why we don't feel confidence is because we have this zero error syndrome. We shouldn't make a mistake. We should be right by everyone. Everyone should applaud us. But with the Six of Wands coming here, how you can stay grounded is by telling yourself that just following your heart and believing yourself is success enough for you. And with this confidence, you will make your decision. And this is what is going to keep you grounded as you make that decision. Oftentimes, maybe in the past, you've seen that till you get everyone's approval, especially those few people who mean the world to you, till you get their approval, you don't really do something because their happiness means the world to you. But not this time. This decision has to be made keeping you in mind. All right? And you need to be very confident whether anyone agrees or not. You're following your heart and you will know. Why do you feel this decision needs to be made right now? And you get the Seven of Coins. There's something that you've been working on which your family, your friends have been telling you to do, and you've been working for a long time on this. But your heart has been pulling you in this direction, and every time you get, some time off, that's where you're thinking, I should have been doing this. Now, this could be in a relationship, this could be a career situation, this could be studies, this could be anything. Basically, there is a choice to be made, and though you have actually in the past listened to those around you and you've been doing things for them, your heart has not been here, and now the pull towards your heart's desire is growing, which is why it's very imperative for you to follow your heart. And it does not matter that the people who you're really close to, whom you really love, let them not agree. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you stop loving them, but you need to show some love for yourself and what you need to do, because chances are, if your heart is really calling you in some other direction, there is something big waiting for you. And it's not just about you, when you follow your heart and actually give in to this pull, you are aligning yourself with your soul purpose. And when you do that, it's never about you, because whatever you do, your vibration is going to be so high, and what you produce or what you come out with at the end of it is going to be something so beautiful that the world benefits from it. All right? What's the most positive outcome you can experience after this decision? You get the 8 of Cups. The most positive decision is you can finally go away from everyone that's holding you back from living your dream, and you'll be able to do it easily because they are going to back out. All right, but do not let them hold you back again. You will feel a sense of liberation. So don't let anyone guilt trip you when you make this decision. It's about time. And even you know it, pile number 1. Now, again, for the umpteenth time, let me tell you, please make sure you know which is path A and which is path B, all right? And now we're going towards path A. So what do you need to know about path A? You get the Empress. You are going to just shine. The Empress is the Queen of Queens. The Empress is abundant. The Empress is fertile. She has got, she's the master manifester. Whatever she wants comes and falls into her lap. She is so attractive, so magnetic. She's got a lot of abundance, and she has great ideas. She's fertile in every way. Her physical body, her mental sharpness, her alertness, and emotionally at a great place, because she embodies the attributes of all 4 queens, Like the Queen of Cups is about being emotionally sound, comfortable with her emotion, knowing what love is, being love. Queen of Swords is someone with absolute clarity. Queen of Wands is intuitive, and she's beautiful and very attractive. And the Queen of Pentacles is in perfect balance. She's abundant, she's a great provider, she's a great nurturer, and the Empress is all of that. And irrespective of gender, all right, the Empress is a female in this card, but we are talking about energy. So you who are watching this, you could identify as any gender, it does not matter. Empress energy means if you choose path A, you are going to be extremely abundant. And I suddenly realized I need to see whether the cards are coming in. All right. Now, what happens within 3 months of choosing path A? And you get the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So within 3 months after you choose this path A, which is going to take you into this wonderful Empress energy, you may feel that, you have not taken the right path. Initially, you just feel that, have I taken this wrong opportunity? Now, the Ace of Pentacles upright is a golden opportunity from the universe. It's a beautiful opportunity that's fallen into your lap. But as you start working, you may be surrounded with doubt. especially since if this is what you have finally chosen, following your heart, then you may feel that, no one's with me and have I made the wrong choice. And if this is what you followed as far as your head is concerned, then you may have this feeling that, oh, I shouldn't have chosen this. But either ways, this is going to be just for the first 3 months till you find something more. Now, I want to take a clarification for this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You get the Two of Wands in reverse. You get the Nine of Cups in reverse. And you get the Seven of Cups. All right. So while when you choose A, you're going to be extremely abundant. You will have it all. You are not going to be happy with this choice because Two of Wands talks about choices. It's in reverse. Ace of Pentacles, you feel that you've taken a wrong opportunity. Nine of Cups in reverse. So you feel that even though you're abundant and you're getting everything and you're in a great place and people around you are so happy, you don't feel wish fulfillment here. And you wish that there were more choices. All right. So this is what I get with path A. So there is going to be abundance here. You are going to be at your best, but you may have this feeling of, I've got it all, but this is not where I want to be. So let's see what happens if you take path B. You get the Tower and you get the Two of Swords in reverse. So if you choose path B, there is going to be a major shift in your life. You may think you have just rocked your world. There was this beautiful, it's like tipping the apple cart, that you've taken this choice and suddenly everyone's against you. No one's with you on your decision. And you start questioning yourself, have I made the right decision or not? And everything, it's like all hell breaks loose. How could you do this? You already had something and now you just don't know what to do. And you feel overwhelmed maybe when you make this decision. All right. And what I feel very strongly is this could be the decision that you follow your heart, because in this decision where everything looks beautiful and perfect, your entire family and friends will be here for you, but your heart isn't in it. Your heart is here and you have no backing from anyone, and suddenly it feels daunting. So what happens within 3 months after you choose this? You get the Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups in reverse this is something you've always wanted to do right from the time you were a kid. But right now, because you're so overwhelmed, you're wondering, was this really what I wanted? Is this what I still want? So we're going to clarify that as well. Spirit, please clarify the Six of Cups in reverse. You get the Nine of Swords in reverse. You get the Queen of Cups in reverse. You get the Five of Cups and the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Star, and the Eight of Coins. I pulled out so many because they all wanted to come out. The Six of Cups is something that you've always wanted to do from the time you were a kid, all right? And now you're feeling that you're questioning yourself whether this is exactly what you wanted to do, because you're overwhelmed with the fact that all the people from your past are away from you, okay? But surprisingly, despite the fact that within the first 3 months, you'll find that people from your past have all left you because of this decision that you've made, and they're not standing by your decision. You will be surprised to find that you do not have sleepless nights despite that, because you get the Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords upright is when you have a lot of sleepless nights. But right now, you're surprised at yourself that everyone's walked away from you because you've made this decision, and this feels very overwhelming, and still you're able to sleep peacefully. You have this beautiful bond you're building with yourself. You're being very kind to yourself. Maybe in the past, when things went wrong, you would talk down to yourself, but you find surprisingly such a big thing has happened. People have left you, but you're being really kind to yourself, all right? With the Five of Cups, there is a feeling of sorrow because these were the people you actually loved, people from your past, the people whom you've grown up with, and you feel bad that they didn't have your back. And you really wished that, especially the few people whom you really, really cared about, they would stand by you. But you get so caught up in your work within 3 months. You enjoy what you do. You don't know how the day has gone by because you are totally enjoying what you're doing. And you get this at the end of this, you get the Star card. This is beautiful Aquarius energy. You are going to be seen in the world for what you do. You are going to rise. You may have international success, but most importantly, this whole journey is going to be so healing for you, pile number 1. All right. So here you might find when you take path A, with less obstacles, you've got it all, but there's no emotional satisfaction here. All right. You keep feeling that this is not where I want to be, though outside the people around you are very happy. You make this choice and you suddenly find you're alone. You can't believe that people closest to you who you felt will come around have not come around in 3 months. And you also find that despite that, you're not upset about it. You love what you're doing. You are sleeping like a baby. Yes, you have these bouts of feeling bad because you miss those people. You've spent your life with them. And yet you are so happy doing what you do. You just feel that you owe it to yourself because all this while you've been doing things for everyone. And this is a great opportunity for you to learn. And that's what you love to do. And you are following your heart. And because you have this, you have actually gotten out of your comfort zone and listened to your heart, followed your heart, and you're putting in your all, you are going to see success like you have never seen before. And you're going to do wonders for the world. And in this journey, you're going to heal all your own personal issues that you had in the past. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So what action should you take to align yourself before you make this decision, whether it should be A or B? And you get the Hierophant. Wow. And this is Taurus energy, and that's what I felt when I picked up this key. Tradition. You are being told to get in touch with your higher self. All right, this is what I feel. You are very wise. I said right in the beginning, you're very wise. Not only knowledgeable, you're very wise. And you are being asked to tap into yourself. Maybe if you have any altar in your home where you say your prayer, or if you do not say your prayers, and some of you may not follow any religion, that's fine. Go to Mother Nature, sit out in nature, sit with yourself. You are extremely wise and you are going to follow your heart. Your heart will guide you. You will know exactly what to do. Whatever gives you that sense of calm, that sense of connect with the universe, go there and find your answers there. All right. For a few of you, if there is someone whom you usually go to for answers, maybe this person will give you some insight as well. But the one thing you need to know is that you have to follow your heart. All right. So as I said in the beginning, no decisions are wrong decisions. Both will take you where you have to go to at the end. But it's just that one path may be longer and less satisfactory. The other path will also have obstacles, but you will not know, you will not feel that you are out of place. You just love what you do and you don't mind whatever comes your way. Now, you get the Warrior, 51. Know that you have the power to defeat negative thinking. Learn to understand and cope with your greatest enemy, which is your own fear. And your fear has not been so much for yourself, pile number 1, but I feel it's about the people around you. Again, 51 adds to a 6. Growth. This decision that you make is going to help you grow. Whether you follow your head or your heart, it is definitely going to help you grow, because that's the kind of experiences you're going to have one way or the other. All right, so embrace this change and don't delay this decision making. Your commitment is being tested. So this could be on so many levels. Are you committed to what you want to do? Are you really committed? Because there's a lot going to happen if you choose B. And if you choose A, well, there is a lot of commitment again being tested, because then you are being tested by your commitment for your family and friends as well. So this is what I feel. This is choosing your head and this is your heart. What else do we get? New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. That's what I felt with this Hierophant here. If whoever you connect to as your higher self, or to God, or to nature, universe, connect with them from a place of absolute quiet and peace, and you will be able to make this decision. And I believe if it is not a decision which is going to happen immediately, and if you still have time, you will definitely make this decision by end Feb, early March, with new moon in Pisces here. And you get last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. So you cannot run away from your emotions, from your heart while making this decision. It's a part of who you are. So enough of doing the right things by everybody, by society, and follow your heart, because that's when you can actually give your all to the world around you. Beautiful reading. All right, you be an empress if you follow your head, and you're going to be a star if you follow your heart. If while choosing A and B you have chosen it the other way around, that is also okay. But chances are, if you've chosen following your heart, you will come to this Empress energy, but you won't feel dissatisfaction. So if you do feel dissatisfaction even after following your heart, then there is something that you're not seeing. All right, or it could be this anxiety if you don't have people with you. So either ways, I told you, no decision is wrong. Follow your heart. Connect to the divine, your higher self, the universe, before you make that choice. I am sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye. Pile number 2, those of you who've chosen the Unfolding Path Tarot or this AAA CELL, this is your reading. And what I was getting was that you are the out-of-the-box thinkers. A lot of you may be very gizmo friendly. Gives me a lot of air sign vibes. It also gives me a lot of mutable sign vibes. Mutable as well as cardinal sign vibes, more than fixed. All right, which is your cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And your mutable signs are Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius. All right, so it could be that, but you are willing to take change, and that's something really nice, because we are talking about a decision that needs to be made, and you are okay with any decision. So if you are actually cardinal signs or mutable signs, especially mutable signs, will find it very easy. And cardinal signs, yes, especially air signs, which are Libra and Gemini. All right, Aquarius brings about a lot of change in people's lives, but they don't really like change all that much because of their fixed nature. Now, these are advice cards. We look into it at the end of your reading, and these are what we're going to look in the beginning. All right, what are these for? One card is, what do you need to know about this decision that you're going to make? And you get the dead end. What you need to know about yourself, when you make this decision. Teacher, again, they're both light attributes only, and mother. Okay. And what do you need to know about your environment while making this decision? And you get a bouquet. The number 9 could be significant. Beautiful. All right. Now let me read the dead end for you. Here we are. The dead end, the closed door, the final chapter, the impasse. Contrary to what its name implies, the dead end is very much alive. It is a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, uncompromising, a wall beyond all walls. With every bramble, thorn, and stone, it simply states, "No more, child. You have reached that last page of this chapter." It is natural to resist its very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what was. In this way, we fight with life itself. From a mythic perspective, the end you face is very much a beginning. There are doors opening all around you, just not the one you planned on walking through. If you are honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's beginning. When light, acceptance, humility, relief, reverence for change. When dark, inertia, stuckness, tension, unconscious gripping. Beautiful. So what you need to know about this decision is that when this decision comes to you, you will actually be at a dead end. All right? And you wanted something. You've tried everything to get to some place and it's not working. And you have to make a choice. And no matter how stubborn you are, that you want only that, you can't be more stubborn than life itself. If life doesn't want to give you what you want, you can stand upside down. It's not going to give it to you. And when does life do that? Is life against you? No. It just means that you are not ready for it, or it's not meant for you at this time. And you've got to listen, because life knows more about life than you do. All right. So you've reached this place. And what you need to know about this decision is, if you keep banging your head against the same wall, nothing is going to happen to that wall. You may break your head. So, and I can tell you this from my personal experience, pile number 2. This is my biggest life lesson I've learned between 2020 and 2023, when I've had the most difficult phase of my life. And the only way I could actually move forward from there is when I believe Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, actually gave me a lesson on obstacles. And this is what you need to embrace. And what's that lesson? Is that there will be obstacles in your lives. There will be something that you really, really want, some place that you really, really want to go to. But that obstacle is nothing but a life lesson. So and they come in different types. One, you can make your way through it. One, you can make your way around it. You can make your way over it. And this one, which you are faced with, and that's the last kind, is when you have to accept that this obstacle is here because that is not the path I need to follow. Even though I'm desirous of it, even though I've given so much of my energy towards it, it is not meant for me. And that acceptance is what brings humility. That acceptance is what helps you go with the flow. And that acceptance is what makes life easy and makes life beautiful. And you have reached that place. So this is that lesson that you need to learn, is that where you want to go does not serve you, at least at this time. So you accept that decision, and now it's time for you to make a choice. And this choice will be something totally different from what you want. So if you wanted to go to, say, place A, your choice is between B and C because A is closed. All right. Now you have to choose between B and C. Both may be out of your comfort zone, but you have to make a choice. And that choice is why you're here. All right. How can you make that choice from a place? How can you be strong when you make that choice? So this is what you need to know about the choice in itself, or the decision in itself. Now you need to know about yourself. Teacher. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So for a lot of you, you are natural teachers. You may not be teachers by profession, but naturally what you have to say, you have a method of saying it and what you learn. And for a lot of you, I feel this particular decision, this acceptance of the fact that this place that you've reached, this dead end which you don't want to accept, is actually going to open so many doors for you. This is going to be one of, what do they call, a fated life lesson, which is going to change the course of your life. Because what you learn from here is what you're going to teach the world around you. So it may not be in a classroom. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could be via social media. It could be some great higher learning, which you're going to actually go and put it out there for the world. You have the attributes of a teacher. You're a natural. All right? And it doesn't matter whether you're a teacher by profession. What you say, your words you utter, people are ready to take it. You can actually bring about change. With this, I feel very strongly, I'm getting, just because of the communication skills and the fact that I said mutable, very strong indications. A lot of you may have Gemini or Virgo very strongly in your chart. All right. You could also have Cancer very strongly in your chart. Beautiful energy. You are here to teach people. So accept this dead end that you've come to, and from here, follow your heart and make that decision which is going to push you out of your comfort zone, because you are supposed to assimilate this new lesson and bring it out to the world thereafter. What other thing you need to know about yourself is nurturance, mother, light attributes, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Beautiful, beautiful energy. My God, pile number 2. What a pleasure to do this reading for you. You have immense power. All right. And the only reason why I'm not reading shadow attributes is because it's come on the upright. All right. You have a lot of love to give, and you have a lot of wisdom to give. And what I get is from this dead end card that whatever you choose, following your heart. And now if you follow your head and make that choice, as I was telling pile 1, there are no wrong choices. There are absolutely no wrong choices. If in this lifetime you have to learn, you start at this point and you have to reach here in this lifetime before you pass on, you will be taken to that place. So don't feel that you got left behind or you didn't make it, or, this is all our way of thinking here. That's not how it happens. The universe takes you exactly where you're meant to be. So today, when you come to this reading, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Tomorrow, whether you choose path A or B, you will still be exactly where you're meant to be. Whether you follow your heart or you follow your head, at the end of your lifetime, you will reach where you're meant to be. Following your head, the road will have obstacles. Following your heart, the road will have obstacles. It's only that when you follow your head, you might find more success than when you follow your heart. But emotionally, you will be more satisfied when you follow your heart, because you will enjoy what you're doing, even if it doesn't bring you all that material success. But if you follow your head, you might find material success, people around you being happy, you not being so satisfied perhaps. But wherever you are at the end, you would have made it to where you were meant to be in this lifetime. So take that as a guaranteed. With this bouquet card here, this is what you need to know about people around you. People look up to you, pile number 2. People, and you may have felt this right from the time you were a little kid growing up. You had ideas and you would say those ideas beautifully, and people would listen. They would actually listen to what you have to say. And irrespective of your age, even people older than you would listen to what you have to say. And you are at that place that no matter what decision you make, unlike pile number one, you will have people with you always, because that is who you are. You're very powerful. So don't be stubborn and get stuck in one place. All right. Now, having told you that, let me shuffle these cards. And we'll pull out 8 cards from the tarot, the Unfolding Path Tarot. Now, I may have mentioned it in the beginning while introducing you to the pile. I don't know. Actually, I was in a bit of a daze when I was making that introduction. I was not very satisfied with the way I made that introduction, because when it was over, I realized I finished the introduction. But I was in a sort of a daze. I don't know why. But I'm very much here now. Yes, what I was trying to tell you was that I will be taking out 3 cards here with general questions, and thereafter I'll take out 2 cards for path A and 2 cards for path B, and then a final card telling you about how you can align to your highest good. Before we come to the choosing of path A and B, please make sure you have your options in your mind already. I mean, you can feel free to choose both of them and see it all, but for it to be authentic, make that choice that this is going to be my A and this is going to be my B. Or in your case, A is taken, so whether this is my B or whether this is C. All right, make up your mind before you see the cards. That makes it more authentic. Now, the first card, how can I stay grounded while making this decision? And you get the 8 of... Did I keep them open? No, I think I closed them. I'm not going to tell you right now. Wait a minute, pile number 2. Why should you be making this decision at this time? What is the best outcome by making this decision at this time? You get 2 cards for that. Okay. What do you need to know about path A? What will happen within 3 months of choosing path A? What do you need to know about path B? What will happen within 3 months of choosing path B? And last but not the least, and that was the World card that showed itself. What should you do to align yourself with your highest good before making this decision? You get 2 cards here. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Bottom of the deck energy, you get the Judgment in reverse. Oh my God, this is again telling you that this is completely over. This option A that you had, which you were after, the dead end, you get Judgment in reverse. You're not getting a second chance. So just give up on it and make your choice between the next 2 things. All right. This is a major life lesson for you. Acceptance. And then you have tried everything to get past this door. It's not opening itself for you because life wants to give you another lesson. So now the 2 options which are there. First of all, accept this. You've done your all. You've given it your all. Now, leave it. You are a teacher, but this is your lesson. And this lesson, when you accept it and thereafter make a choice, what it's going to teach you is going to be so much that you are going to be with this beautiful person that you are, your personality, with people looking up to you. You are going to bring this out to the world. And as I said, there are no wrong decisions, but do follow your heart when you're making. All right. How can you stay grounded while making your decision? And you get the 8 of Cups in reverse. Don't run away from your emotions while making this decision. All right. Usually we tend to stay away from our decision because we want to make a very logical decision. But this is a decision that needs to be made following your heart. So come into balance and don't try and push your emotions away. Don't walk away from them. First and foremost, if you're still hurting from the fact that this hasn't worked, process all your emotions. Come out of this energy, make peace with this energy before taking a decision. That way, you don't have to run away from your emotions. You don't have to suddenly say, all right, then I'm just going to go with this because I didn't get what I want now. It doesn't matter, whatever I take, let's follow. No, follow your heart. So for that, you need to make peace with this decision that this is not meant for you. All right? It's not coming back if you wait for some time. You are not meant to be here. You are meant to teach people something very special for which this door is not good. And so you need to process these emotions and not run away from them. And thereafter, from a happy place, you're going to make this decision, grounding yourself. While you feel you need to make this decision now, you get the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're making this right now, possibly. You feel that the opportunity that you wanted didn't come to you, but you have to go somewhere. So you have to make a decision, and that's why you're making a decision. I can sense the irritation of not, what I'm picking up from you is that I didn't get what I want now. Give me anything. Everything is useless. This is the energy I'm getting from you, pile number 2. I may be wrong. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. This is not meant for you. You may think it is. You may think it's the best option for you. And we've all been here in this energy when we want what we want, whether it's a job or it's a person or it's something. We know that this is the best for us, but the universe knows better than us. So trust. Either ways, you can't fight the universe. You can keep, yes, we do have sayings, and one of those sayings is one of my favorite sayings, which says that the universe always falls in love with a stubborn heart, but not in this case, all right? So you need to make this decision at this time, or you feel that you need to make a decision at this time because you feel that what you wanted you're not getting and anything is okay. You might as well move, because now there may be a lot of pressure around you to make that decision as well. What is the most positive outcome you can get by making this decision at this time? And you get the 7 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. I love this combination. The best outcome is that you stop fooling yourself that this is going to happen, and you, by just making this decision, you are now turning the wheel in your favor. All right? This is fated. And by making this decision at this time, the best outcome is that you will stop fooling yourself into believing that there is some hope here, because there isn't. And now life is going to change, and you are going to the place where you are meant to go to. This is fated. This is a major arcana. It's Wheel of Fortune. It's fate. Now, again, I am reminding you, please choose which is your option 1 and option 2. We have closed this chapter here. And now think about it before I open, all right, the cards here. So path A or path 1, or in this case, path B, whatever you're saying. If you choose this, what happens? You get the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. If you choose this path, the people around you may not be too happy with it. It may just disrupt your family life. Maybe you need to go away from where your family is. Something like that. All right? So it will disrupt your family life initially if you choose this. But within 3 months of making this choice, what happens? You get the Queen of Cups in reverse. You will be able to... What I'm picking up with choice number 1 or path A is that there is going to be some disruption in your family life. You may have to move away from your family. And within the first 3 months after choosing this option, you will be on your own. But you will get some time to sit with yourself and take care of yourself, especially since you're just coming out of this energy where you've accepted that, you've made this decision, and now suddenly you've been asked to move from wherever you were stationed. So your family can't join. Maybe you have children may be in school. You can't just pick them up and go somewhere. So you go there on your own, and and this is a very nice time for you in the sense that you get to actually spend time with yourself. You learning the ropes of this new place that you're going, if it is a job or if it's whatever this choice may be for you. You get to spend a lot of time in self-reflection, in taking care of yourself, in consolidating, first of all assimilating and consolidating whatever is happening, making peace with your environment, getting comfortable wherever you are. So this is what's going to happen if you choose this. If you choose path B, you get the High Priestess. Wow, I like that. You are going to get a lot of insight if you choose path B. There are a lot of secrets which will reveal themselves to you. Wow. With this teacher and mother here, I feel this is very aligned to your soul purpose. But there will be a lot of secrets which you didn't expect, which will be revealed to you. There are a lot of things about life that you get to know if you choose path B. You become very wise. And in the three, just look at that. Here you get the Queen of Cups in reverse. Here you have the King of Cups in reverse. In the 3 months that you choose path B or path 2, you are going to be able to be vulnerable emotionally. The King of the King of Cups is very comfortable with their emotions, but within them, they don't show it outwardly. They don't like being vulnerable. But when you take within the first 3 months, there is a lot of insight you're getting. There's a lot of learning that you have. A lot. And this could be not just in the 3D. You're getting a lot of downloads, spiritual downloads. And you are able to be vulnerable, which you have possibly never done before this. I'm going to take some cards to clarify this King of Cups in reverse. 5 of Cups. The Sun in reverse. Ooh. The Fool in reverse. And the Chariot in reverse. Wow. You know what's going to happen when you choose pile B? You are suddenly going to get this whole wisdom about why this didn't happen. You're going to be able to process your sorrow. You're going to be able to process, it's almost as though when this didn't happen and you were so invested in this, grudgingly you've made this choice. But suddenly you get so many downloads that you actually are able to process all that's gone wrong and why did it happen and what is it that is holding you back. 1 minute, what is this? Fool in reverse. You just had this feeling that if you don't go here, you can't do anything that will shift your life or start your life afresh. And it's been a huge block for you, this particular thing not working out, all right? And by choosing this path, you will get a lot of answers, a lot of insights, a lot of why this didn't happen. You're going to be able to be vulnerable. And maybe all your emotions are going to come out for processing. Even your childhood wounds. Every single thing. Yes. Oh, Maybe when this happens, there will be certain harsh truths. Maybe you will speak to people in a particular way. You know, there is a lot of, how do I explain this to you, pile number 2? If you choose this pile, you are going to get so many downloads that all that has been inside over the years, maybe from your childhood, it's all going to come out. You'll realize that you bottled up so much. The insights you're getting if you choose this is so much that it's all going to come out. You may have harsh words with people around you because you have bottled up so much inside you. It's going to be such a cathartic experience for you. And it's going to liberate you. Beautiful. No wonder this was dead end. Maybe you're being pushed towards taking care of yourself in a way that you haven't all this while. Very powerful energy. I feel it. Not easy, but so liberating. And you'll see that. You'll see that. Beautiful. And now, what can you do so that you align yourself with your highest good while making this decision? And you get the Page of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles upright. So stop reading about, when you're trying to make a decision, we usually say try and find out what, the best that you can do. And as much as you can find out, talking to a lot of people, checking. It's good to have knowledge. But in this case, you're being told to follow your intuition and don't ask people about it. With the Nine of Pentacles, which is very single energy, independent energy, make this decision on your own without influence of others. This is very fated that you have to make this decision at this time. It's fated. Whatever you learn now, whatever your choice be it A or B, everything will take you where you're meant to be. The lessons will be different, but who you are will always remain the same. And whatever lessons you get, no matter what you choose, you are going to bring it out there for the world. All right? And people look up to you. If you follow your heart, it could really change things in a big way. But even if you choose your head, it's not wrong. There's nothing that's wrong. You will still find ways to bring out what you need to share. All right? Now let's take out advice cards for you. Pile 2. You get the higher self. Okay? Stop longing. Stop longing for what you cannot have at this time. Stop longing, still your mind, and allow your higher self to use its infinite resources to comfort and guide you to the fulfillment of your desires. And it will guide you. And if you follow your heart, it will definitely guide you. You are going to be so liberated. You also get peace. Yes, make peace with the fact that this is not working, pile number 2. There are beautiful things waiting to happen. Beautiful things. The sooner you accept it, the more liberated you will feel. The better it will be for you. You can start life afresh. Take your time processing these emotions. I won't tell you to rush through anything, but it will really help you if you accept what you cannot change. Balance spirituality and practicality. If you have been very practical in your approach, you need to connect with your higher self. For a lot of you, I feel that's how it is, but you are going to get in touch if you choose path B. And if you choose path A also, you will have a lot of time for self-reflection and self-care. So you are going to get to learn whatever it is that you're meant to learn, all right, one way or the other. Nothing is yet set in stone. When this card comes out, Beautiful Moon, don't decide your final outcome. All right? It's going to be something that it's just going to take you by surprise. Now, when you get this card, don't feel that this door will open. It won't. But it's not going to be the way you think. It's going to be really beautiful. So be open. Please be open. And I told you, we've got a lot of mutable signs here and cardinal signs here. You've got something beautiful to offer. Don't hold yourself back because of this behavior. When you're making this choice, make sure that this is over. That Seven of Swords energy, self-sabotage energy. Let it go before you make that decision. Make peace with yourself before you make this decision. And last bit of advice, full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. You know, I feel that whatever this is, whenever you are going to make this decision and move towards it, you will actually get your answers and get that relief and get that liberation by Libra season. All right. I just felt the surge of energy. Very powerful, pile number 2. Very powerful. I hope this reading has given you some sort of clarity and guidance. Yes, some things that you don't want to listen to, but you are naturally gifted and this world needs to see your gift. So the faster you accept, make peace with it and move forward, the better it is for you. I am wishing you all the very best in whatever you choose. And I'm sure your inner guidance and spirit will take you where you're meant to be. Sending you so much love and light.